I'm autistic and I have a brain injury. Put me down. I was just trying to get to the doctor and I'm autistic. It takes me a second to understand.
This is the latest episode in a brutal and bloody history of autistic and disabled people being mistreated by the police and authorities that started long before Trump's presidency. In some cases, autistic people are even killed by the police, like 17-year-old nonverbal Victor Perez, who was killed outside of his house in Idaho last year, right in front of his family. Also, let's not forget 15-year-old Ryan Gaynor, a black autistic Californian killed by police in 2024. While all these victims were people of color, and there might very well be a connection between ableism and racism here, as well as parallels of ICE's treatment of this woman to the work of dictatorships, both past and present, it's also worth noting that there seems to be a larger pattern of autistic and disabled people being mistreated and killed by the police. And by the way, the fact that instances of the police also mistreating and killing white neurotypical people also exist, like 29-year-old Timothy Randall in 2022, doesn't make any of this okay. Which brings me to my next point. The thing that I find even more upsetting about this than just the incident itself is people's response to it. Here's a headline documenting the incident, and here are some comments on it. The initial response was to blame her, painting her as bringing this on herself and even accusing her of lying. So outside of the autism empowerment movement, we get to see what some people really think. And that warrants a bigger conversation about people's perception of autism and autistic people. And in general, we get to see what victim blaming looks like. But going back to my initial discussion, I think the police need to be trained on how to specifically handle autistic and disabled people, as we often have trouble reading and responding to various situations that can land us in hot water. Over the past few years, there has been an ongoing and divisive dialogue of the police's mistreatment of all people and what can be done about it, whether it be retraining the police, defunding the police, reallocating the responsibilities of the police, or abolishing the police altogether, which is something Minneapolis actually tried to do in recent years. And I think we need to add the police's mistreatment of autistic and disabled people to the conversation. Autistic people are not dangerous